Hello everybody. I'm going to be talking about a trade recap I took yesterday. Yesterday was Wednesday, May 24th, 2023. So I ended up taking a loss on ES. I'm going to show you guys my TradeZella. I actually been in a pretty big losing streak. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Yesterday I took a $925 loss. It's all demo. So still learning XYZ. So as you can see my stats, my setups, my mistakes, FOMO, lack of preparation, trading off phone, and chased. Okay, so I'm gonna dive into a little the reason why I entered, and this kind of like my analysis. Where was my market? Where was my head? So this is kind of what I was looking for. So we had important news, FOMC minutes. My thesis was we had sell side and a 3-minute BISI form. Honestly, it was a little bit of a biased trade, and I was chasing the drop that happened Tuesday and Wednesday. Like I said, it was FOMO. I ended up chasing the move. How did I feel during the trade? I was feeling the urge to trade because I missed the New York session on AM and on Tuesday and Wednesday. So I was a little like hesitant. I was like, I gotta take a trade because on London I stayed open. I stayed awake, but I didn't see a quality trade. So that's why I ended to take any trades Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday until the PM session, and it kind of screwed me over. So this is the reasons why what I can improve and what was happened. Why did I end up losing here? I would treat this. I would grade this trade a F, and this is the reason. So I'm gonna go the charts. So okay, cool. So for the last, what is it called? Like 2 weeks, I've been looking at this weekly volume imbalance that we have here from this orange, light orange, and then this August consequential correction, which is a monthly, right? So I remember that we also had this buy side liquidity, this black line that we have here. We tagged it aggressively right into this volume imbalance, and then we started getting a market shift from here to here. Market trade back into this 2-hour BISI, and then fell to make a higher high. After this, I was watching for a potential lower move back into the sell side liquidity, which is too clean in my opinion for all the people who got longed it. So after that, this happened on Tuesday and Wednesday, but because I missed the New York and AM session, I was a little frustrated, and this is around the time I took the trade. I'm gonna go in a little deeper detail. I ended up taking a dumb loss because I missed this whole move, and I ended up I tried catching like hypothetical 5-7 points, and it was just dumb because there was no real reason to chase the overextended move. So this is the whole premise on why I took this trade, on this lower high being put in at volume imbalance after taking buy side liquidity, getting a market shift to the downside. I was aiming for the sell side liquidity, resting at 4112, 4112, we can say. So I'm gonna go into the smaller time frames. They're gonna be like this. So cool. So this is the reason I ended up taking this trade. It was a little dumb. So the market for the whole AM session, as you know, had a decent drop. Hopefully some of you guys caught it. This whole move since Tuesday going lower. So around PM session, almost coming into the last hour of trading, I quote unquote saw a potential play. It was not really a high quality trade. It was more of a FOMO chase move. So when the market essentially retraced, I saw that we had this 15-minute BISI, which is marked with this green red box. We traded back inside of it with heavy rejection. The market started trading lower, and I noticed that we had not tagged the sell side liquidity, which is this black line. I can really show you guys right now. Yeah, I don't know why it's so extended. Yeah. So I noticed that the market failed to tag this sell side liquidity around 4122.25, which was my target on the higher time frame. So with that in context, I was like, all right, cool. The market looks like it's very bearish. The market rejected this 15-minute SIBI. We are coming into the last hour macro. Where can the market essentially head down to? This is what I made wrong. I failed to notice how overextended the move was, and then we had a market shift to the upside after putting in a higher low, sorry. So, like I said, it was all chase, FOMO. I saw this 3 minute BISI right here, from here to here. Then the market traded lower, and then once it retraced back into this, I entered. As you can see, this is the black line where it says entry. That's my entry, and then my stop loss was all the way above around here because I used the concentrated encroachment of this 2 minute candle, anticipating that the market was not going to go higher, and as you can clearly see, it went aggressively against me. So one mistake that I did was that I didn't follow my rules. So usually I like to wait for a retracement back into the 50%, 62 or 78%, which is these 3 yellow lines. As you can see here, I entered all the way at the lows, which is not even 50%. That was my first mistake. Second mistake was I failed to realize that we had made a higher low being here. And in that context, I was biased. I was trading off my phone. I was not even on my charts. That was my biggest mistake. And I was chasing a move that was very, very, very low. Like I was chasing not even like 10 points, like only 8 points. And I was risking almost like 9 points. So from a risk to reward standpoint, it was terrible. As you can see here, my target was 7.75. My stop was 9.25. So I was not even aiming for 1-on-1. Like while I was in the trade, I kept telling myself, oh, this trade is good. It's a 1-on-1 ratio, but in reality it wasn't. As you can see, that's what happens. It was not a high quality trade. I didn't stick to my plans. I deviated from not waiting for a 50% retracement. I didn't even have enough context. I kind of just based the trade on my emotions because Monday, Tuesday, I did not wake up for the AM session. So I was like, I have to catch a move. And that was my biggest mistake because, as you know, when you're trading based off greed or FOMO, you don't really see the market clearly. So in this case, I didn't because I can clearly see that I should have been looking for buys after this market shift here. So I'm going to go on a 5 minute and I'll show you guys. But essentially, this was my trade. I'm going to show you guys my TradeZella profile. So it's going to be more in detail if you guys want to see because I take screenshots and explaining more in detail. So I just want to give you a quick brief outline here. So this is the 5 minute chart. As you can see here, we had a market shift to the upside after making a lower high. Lower high. And then in addition to that, we had an aggression from 305. We had an aggression upwards. For me, I have talked in my previous videos, I like to see displacement to the upside or downside, and then I follow the momentum. In this trade, I didn't even see displacement. I was just following my hunch or my emotions, we can say, and I failed to realize that the momentum had died out to the sell side. So looking in hindsight, a better play would have been this displacement to the upside, waiting for a retracement back into this 5 minute BISI, which lined up with this golden zone and then this order block. The reason I'm using this order block, the reason I'm using this order block was because this order block essentially took out this move lower, took out this low right here. So let me highlight it. Yes. So this low was taken out by this move right here. So that's why I was using this last 3 candles to the downside as my order block. So this is just a hypothetical play. I didn't take this. I only took the one loss to the downside. I know in hindsight everybody can say yes, but this is a better play in my opinion that I should have been looking for, because the reason I see the market I got stopped out was because the people who were short throughout the whole day ended up getting squeezed out or stopped out, because people who do not take profits, they end up putting their stop above the previous high, right? So if you notice, the market went lower, people put their stop above this high, above this high, above this high, above this high. So what does the market do? It tries to stop all those traders who were, 1, too greedy to take profits, or 2, were not watching the charts closely enough and managing their position. So that's why I see the reason why I got stopped out. It makes total sense why I shouldn't have been a seller at that point in time. I gotta understand that once I miss a play, I don't need to chase it. I gotta reanalyze take a step back and really like see it from hindsight, just like I did, because like I was talking to Anthony. I can even pull up the chart, the chat. Anthony, I was talking with him, and I told him on Sunday I was looking for sells on NQ. Here you go. Yeah, I was looking for sell sides. Yeah, no. Yes, I was looking for shorts on NQ on Sunday. So as you can see, I was looking for this play, but it ended up working out in my favor. But I missed the move. So essentially, I think due to the fact that I did not catch it, I was a little angry. I would say angry, but I was kind of like, fuck, I missed it. Sorry for my language. But I was like, damn it. Like, my analysis was on point, but my execution was flawed. And one of the biggest reasons I feel like I made a mistake is that right now in my current life, I'm going through a lot of stuff. I have another business that I'm running, a little rocky roads here and there. And I feel like my lifestyle carried into my trading world. And as you guys know, that's terrible, because if you have not a balanced life, or like you have problems in your lifestyle, relationships, family, X, Y, and Z, if you go into the trading world without fixing them, or like trying to at least like set them aside, all those problems are going to reflect into your trading. So I feel like that's what happened on this specific trade. I ended up just foaming a trade that there was no clear setup there. So I'm going to kind of end it there. But one last thing, for the reason I also believe that the market ended up going against me was because if we look on a higher time frame for NQ, we can see, which we came into this 4-hour busy, which was a clear reason why we came right into the 50% consequent encroachment of it around here, and then we reversed. If we go zoom into like the time frame I took, the trade was around 14 or 1500. That's when the market essentially hit the 50% consequent encroachment and started going higher. This was the trade that I was planning on taking earlier this week, coming into Sunday. All this sell side liquidity getting tagged, coming down to this 4-hour busy is because it was too clear open, and then we had buy side liquidity that got taken out on Sunday. I missed almost all the moves, but it's fine. So hopefully you guys avoid these mistakes. If you guys can take anything away from this video, just make sure that you don't carry any of your family relationship problems, X, Y, and Z, and try to make sure that you have a clear head coming to the trading space. And if for whatever reason you miss a move, don't chase, don't FOMO it, because as you can see, that's what happens. And I'm not super bugged down off of it because I know my analysis was on point. Just that I feel like my vision was skewed. I was too focused on short-sightedness. This trade has to work out, and I failed to realize that the market had been overextended. And like I said, I'm gonna share you guys a quick TradeZilla, my TradeZilla document, so you guys can see. I'm gonna upload screenshots and all the documents. So if you guys want to go more in detail, which I have done so, I'm gonna have more screenshots, more text. If you guys want to go into the nitty-gritty of it, I'll have that for you guys. So hopefully you guys learned something from this trade, and hope you guys have a killing Thursday. Take it easy.